All right, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Got a brand new episode, and today is a special day.
Is
It
it?
is Brooke's seventh anniversary of her sobriety.
Woo.
How do you feel?
Alcohol free.
Alcohol free. So, how do you feel about that today?
I feel good. Well, I was saying to Wei earlier, so I'm gonna repeat it here, but I always feel weird like celebrating this day. I don't know. Internally I celebrate it like every year because
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Because when I quit drinking, like I didn't put a time frame on it. I was just like, I know I need to stop, so I'm gonna stop and like we'll see how long. Like I didn't say I need to make it X amount of days or this
Right.
is for life. And just like the joy I found not having alcohol in my life was so exponential and so much better than like what alcohol was giving me.
Right.
So it actually was like became one of the easiest and best decisions in my life, even though it was like hard to get there. Like it wasn't easy to make the decision.
Right.
I was probably grappling with it for like 2 years.
Okay. So you thought about this even 2 years before you actually just committed to not drinking.
Oh yeah, actually probably longer than 2 years, but
Okay.
yeah,
Now, I mean, I was just like, I don't think I could quit, for 7 years because I just feel it's such a social thing. Like,
yeah,
especially like
super social.
birthdays, that I just had and just meeting people. And I was
Oh,
like,
like your
wow.
birthday.
Oh, yeah, my birthday was a couple weeks ago.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
Way, by the
yeah,
way.
that was my
Way
birthday.
had his
Thank
B day.
you. Thank you. And I just feel like,
On. Oh,
oh, I don't want to give out my
yeah.
actual day.
I kind of.
You know what I mean? But let's not give out personal social security numbers on the podcast as well. I just say it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I just feel alcohol just so ingrained, like just culturally, and it's not just American culture; it's like all cultures. Even when I travel to China or other countries, it's just like alcohol, alcohol. So I think it is a good
Yeah, like
feat.
I saw someone, this influencer, they're in Japan right now, and they just did this whole sake tasting,
Yeah,
kind of like a wine
yeah,
tasting. Well, that's why I think the hardest places to go are like wineries and breweries,
yeah.
or places that like a whiskey tasting.
Right.
Like they don't have like, I mean, they make like an NA whiskey, but like these places don't have
Yeah,
NA whiskey.
yeah. They're not trying to make any whiskey.
The beer places are getting better. I feel like they have NA options, which is great.
Yeah,
And then the wine bars like have like usually one option, maybe two, but so it's getting actually a lot better because just
right.
having at least one option is
And that
great.
is, maybe like a growing market. They were saying Gen Z have
Maybe I
started
should get into that market.
yeah, see, then you have a story to tell,
Yeah.
right? And you can get some branding or something. So, this is kind of what,
Wait, that's kind of a good
all
idea.
right,
I've
patent
been
pending.
wanting to
No one
start.
needs to steal our ideas on this podcast. No, but this,
No, because I've been
yeah, no,
having
that
this
is
like insane itch to start
right.
a business.
Good.
I've never really desired to get into the food and beverage industry or
Right.
category because I've seen people do it and they've done it very successfully, but I do think it's also a hard market. But what market isn't, I
I
guess?
think
You
everything is
know?
so saturated right now. And, like I've been telling you, I think I've been, just asking, Chat, GPT, and Claude. It's like, here are my, what I've been doing the last 10 years, like skills in, financial analyst and accounting, being a CPA, but also, my things that I love doing, right? I love talking to friends just about random things. I think like our topics are so like on tangent. We'll talk about relationship, we'll talk about spirituality, we'll talk about, current events, and then we'll talk
Politics.
politics. And then, we also like talking smack about people and shows. You know what I mean? I feel like,
Did you watch Euphoria?
no, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Yesterday I got caught up actually. I was going to watch and then got caught up doing something
I
else,
have
but
been debating. So Way and I watched the first two
right.
episodes. I don't know if anyone else watches the viewers.
The viewers, right?
You know, people do, it looks like, view our videos, and that's exciting. So
Right. Thank you for the
thank you. So if
comments.
you're watching, like, we appreciate that. We look at the
Right.
metrics.
We look at the metrics. Definitely. We gotta help get up our subscriber numbers. We gotta post
Yeah, and
more,
we know
and
we need like better video.
and we're
We're
getting
working on
we're
it.
working on it, guys.
But anyways, Euphoria, I, I'm genuinely at a place where I'm like, I know the episode is about Nate and Cassie's wedding,
Yeah, I saw
and I've
the
seen everyone's outfits on
clips.
Instagram, and wow, these people were serving looks.
Right.
Did you see any of the outfits?
I saw one and I tried to like
Oh,
glance
you
past
thought
it.
the outfit was gonna give
'Cause-
away the show.
Yeah, because I was like, I already saw like a scene of Cassie like crying on her wedding day, so I was like, oh
Oh
no,
no,
they
I didn't
might.
see that way. Why would you
Oh,
tell me
my
that?
bad. I didn't know you wanted to see it, watch it
But I
anymore.
don't know. I'm on the fence if I want to watch it.
Right.
It like that first episode with Rue. I'm not gonna say anything else. It was a
Right.
lot to
Yeah, yeah.
watch. Like,
That's true. We're gonna stop doing whatchamacallit with spoilers.
oh yeah,
But we'll do
I'm also
spoiler
pissed off at
alerts.
Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, if you find this
Just
video,
we could tag
you
him on our
ruined
post.
Survivor.
Right.
I was so pissed. First of all, Survivor is not like in the pop culture media world. So when I open my Instagram, like usually I'm not seeing Survivor related content on like e-news or something.
Right.
And I woke up and I have to wait a day to watch Survivor because of the way my I don't
Right.
pay for like Peacock or whatever it's
Yeah.
on. I do it through cable, so I have to get it the next day. And I opened my Instagram the next day, and what was it? Spoilers all over.
There should be
Jimmy
a,
Fallon ruins
yeah.
like this guy's Survivor, and I saw who it was.
and you're like,
Broken.
dang.
I was so sad that this guy got off, and what I was more sad about is that like I didn't even, as the viewer, get to get like
Right.
blindsided. You know what I'm talking about?
They should have you know how like if it's graphic in nature, they have a like sensor screen
Yes,
before
a
you click
warning.
on it, a warning. They should do that with these things as well.
Yeah,
It's
because
like if
I
you have
can't
a
watch
spoiler,
TV as fast as some of you guys can. And it
Right.
was like the next day. It wasn't like a week. And so I found out who got off. Then I'm watching the episode and I'm just like, this is tragic.
No,
I
it
know where
is.
this is going.
Yeah,
I know
it's
what's going to
tragic.
happen.
Right.
And he also just like what he did to the player. Sounds like he like tortured the player.
Yeah, that's like
Basically, he got to like make like a challenge in the game, and then there was like a punishment that he made.
right.
And the punishment was that like you had to take this envelope back to camp and you had to read it out loud in front of everyone.
My word.
And the punishment was that he had to vote for himself at tribal council.
What? That's crazy.
And so if you're going to make someone do that, which is basically you just cost them the game because
Right.
now they're the easiest target because they
Yeah, they have
it's
to
so
vote.
much easier to get numbers. At least don't force him to tell everybody.
Yeah, like make that a
Like
secret.
tell him that he can read it so at least he can go back and lie about it.
Right. So they pretty much
You know what I mean?
assassinated this dude, on the show.
Assassinated him. At a
Damn.
game he was good at, a puzzle. He's
That's
a
messed up.
He's a robotics like scientist.
You know what this reminds me
And it
of?
was a puzzle and he couldn't do it fast enough under pressure. And then he made it this beautiful moment anyways. And then Jimmy Fallon
Ruined
just
it.
absolutely put the nail in his coffin.
Jeez.
And then he had him on Jimmy Fallon, or Jimmy Fallon had him on his show.
Yeah.
And he's like, haha, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I ruined that game for you. And then he starts laughing.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah.
You
And
owe me
for
$1 million.
the viewers too, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah. You owe me $1 million. That's No, this reminded me like the last couple weekends when we played Mafia and I was the Mafia member and then let's say the person narrating kept on bringing people back and making it 10 times harder for me. I was like, what's happening here?
Oh, yeah. The narrators were fun.
I was like,
I was not as good as the girls were at that.
yeah, but no,
That
that
was
was
fun.
still definitely fun. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, why are you
Yeah.
making this 10 times harder for me right now? Bringing
10
people
times
back.
harder. I feel like
But-
we just went on 20 different tangents.
I know. This is, it's kind of what we do. And this is, like what we're saying, when I typed all that stuff into Claude, it kind of comes up, we just got to do a podcast about like random
Dude,
things.
you sent me something on Instagram today, of all days,
Right.
just now about, I didn't even
What
look.
did I say?
And I'm not going to look.
What did I even say? I don't even remember.
It looked like a page of coding, and it was way
Oh.
too much for me to wrap my. And it was like things we need to do, and I'm like, no,
Yeah, it's too
I'm
much.
tapped,
Yeah,
tapped
yeah,
out.
yeah.
So that'll be a next week problem, maybe.
Yeah, maybe
a
like a
plane.
next week.
I can do it on the plane.
Yeah, so I am trying to look into that because I think it's such an interesting field right now, and just like, I think the last time I was this curious was when the internet first started. I remember the moment where I was like, yo, this is the future. Was
With
with
the internet,
with the internet.
like AOL,
Yeah, I mean, I had like, dial up.
dial up.
And I had, I feel like my parents were like early adopters because they had the 28.8K modem, which was later upgraded to 56K, So, and I remember, I play a lot of video games. I was playing video games using the internet with friends, and I was like, this is so crazy. It's like, but I knew at that moment it was like this is going to be the future, and I did tell my parents about the internet, let's say stocks or whatever. It's like, yo, this is going to be big. You know what I mean?
Wow, so you were into stocks even when you were young.
Yeah. Let's say because we did. I remember the class that we took like in economics. I think in junior year in high school, and one of the challenges was, they fake give you like $1,000, and then you got to invest in different
Oh,
companies.
really?
And by the end of the school year, whatever who had the most fake money, won. And I remember I got like first place because
Nice.
I bet on this startup that my mom was working for. So, the
Nice.
teacher joked, just like, oh, some insider trading,
Loyal.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
I
Or
was like,
that.
word. Not trying to pull a
Is that
Nancy
what you did?
Pelosi over here. I mean, yeah, just,
Nancy Pelosi, keynote speaker at my graduation.
there we go. She should give you some investing tips.
That was really boring because I was really drunk at my graduation.
Yeah, hey, there we go.
Yeah. So that was fun. There were some fun times with drinking for sure. It
Yeah,
wasn't all bad,
right. And that's, for me,
but not good enough to go back.
right. And for me, I think me and you are a little different. Like for me, when I drink, I think my body doesn't process it, all of it. Like I get sick before, like I get blacked out. I've only blacked out maybe like 3 times in my life, you
Yeah,
know?
that's wild.
Yeah. So I'll
No, I would
start
like
getting
black up
sick.
and get sick. Black out and get sick.
Yeah.
So
No.
it's like double
Double
whammy.
whammy.
And just be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't need to get into those details,
No, no.
but yeah, life is much better
Good.
without it for me.
Yeah.
But there are tough times.
Right. I do agree. Like, you were saying like maybe weddings, but weddings is good for you. You
Actually,
like
yeah,
weddings. Yeah, weddings are
weddings.
good for you, actually.
That is what's so funny. I remember when I was like considering getting sober for, like I said, I've been contemplating it loosely, not like seriously, but loosely for probably a couple of years. And I remember thinking, like, how am I going to go to a wedding sober?
Right.
Like, that seemed like the hardest task to do. I don't know why. And maybe I was like going to a lot of weddings at the time. I don't really remember, but it just seemed like the most difficult thing. Maybe looking back, I was like triggered or something by these weddings. But, anyways, weddings are the easiest thing to go sober to.
Right. That's
Ironically,
so
because
surprising.
everyone's drinking and having fun. But, like, I think because everyone's on this like love high,
Right. You
like,
could just feed off
and
that.
just like energy high, it's like everyone's in a good mood, love is in the air. Like, seriously, it's kind of like the best. Weddings are like the best atmosphere
Okay, word. I mean, I love weddings.
because
Yeah,
it's like a
always fun.
natural high. Like, everyone's like having so much fun.
And the families
Everyone's
and
in
friends.
love. Like, you're celebrating love. So
Yeah.
you're celebrating like, kind of like not the like, like things you can kind of like work towards in terms of like school or work.
Right.
I don't know. Like, you're kind of, celebrating something.
And it's people closest to you, and you don't invite those toxic people. You know what I mean?
Those toxic.
Because
Who
they're
are those
invite
toxic
only.
people?
It's like invite only. So you're only
Invite
inviting
only. It's like an
your
open
best
bar.
homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super fun. But yeah, those are easy to be sober at
Right. No, like I said, definitely a hard thing to do.
until it gets like really late at night. But even then, I've rallied.
Midnight. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. So it's good.
So yeah, no, definitely congrats on that. Sorry
Thank
for
you
not
so
saying
much.
Congrats earlier. I know I was.
Yeah, Wade did not
texting.
congratulate me, even though he knew about it because I texted him.
Right.
I want a pod today because it's my sober
Sobriety
anniversary or my
anniversary.
sober date. And he was just like,
Oh yeah, doing other things.
he literally just responded, we need to like talk to our commenters
We gotta
to boost
engage.
engagement.
We need
and
engagement.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I just thumbs up it.
It's like dot dot.
Then
I
he
think-
hits me
are
up
you
again
missing?
and I'm just like, leave
So
me
are you
alone.
missing something? It's
Yeah. Could not take the hint.
yeah, guys' brains are you know, on
I
a different
literally, when that
frequency.
happened today, I was like, dude, sometimes dudes'
Yeah,
brains,
we're just on a
because I
different.
know you. So I know, like, if this was someone I was dating, I'd be like, are you kidding me? They hate me. They're so rude. This is messed up. Like, I throw a
Yeah.
fit. And I was like, I'm annoyed with Way because his lack of awareness is very
Right.
heightened right now. But he doesn't have ill intent towards me.
Right. I'm like,
So,
Wade doesn't have ill intent.
still annoyed.
It's like, but I did send you a nice sunset photo. I was like, oh, I think Brooke will like this as her anniversary. So
Yeah, the phone was blurry, the
that was
camera.
blurry. Probably. Hopefully, our videos are less blurry now.
I'm just kidding. No, it was nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
anyways, exciting day.
exciting
And
day.
seven's just like a cool number. I don't ever really celebrate it on Instagram or like talk about it, but seven just, it felt right.
Yeah, it's a lucky number.
And I had someone, sorry,
Oh no, go ahead.
I had like a couple people who I know are either sober or like I didn't know were sober commented,
Right.
like, and the stage like they're at or like whatever. And so I thought that was kind of cool.
So no, I mean the best thing I think that's come out of this conversation is you should start a non-alcoholic company.
Yeah. And you know what? The thing is like I used to be obsessed with wine.
Right.
That was like that was another thing that was really hard to give up.
'Cause oh yeah, go ahead. Because I think there's a market. Because you remember when we went to happy hour
Yeah,
and
they're
the
expensive.
cost of wine is so expensive.
Yes.
And I found, okay, I don't want to give this up, but I feel
Yeah,
I could
keep
do
it to
some
yourself.
easy way to de-alcoholize
Okay.
things.
Well, basically, yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, there's a very simple way.
Well, the thing is
I know
like you have to
science.
get it to taste like wine with like the tannins. Like
Yeah.
if someone could master the NA wine where it tastes like you're drinking tannins, like really give you that feeling of like the red wines out there are good. Like they're not bad. I prefer like if I'm gonna drink wine, I like the rosés
Yeah.
because it's just the easiest thing to mimic, I feel, and taste like wine.
Yeah, and I guess we have to taste make it taste good. I think that or taste like real wine without the alcohol. But I was even thinking other wines. I mean other like uh like tequila or other mixed type of drinks.
Sure, but I will say, like, just as a consumer, the
Right.
thing that I care about the most and I'm missing
Is wine,
is wine.
Okay.
The cocktail thing is fine. I just was never someone like I stopped drinking when I was 26.
Oh wow,
So
26.
if you
That's
think about
prime
it,
time
like
drinking time.
what?
That's like prime drinking time.
Yeah, and like
26.
I was drinking like vodka waters with a lemon.
Hey, that's
like-
the healthiest way.
Exactly. When you're a
Yeah.
drinker, you learn how to
Yeah.
like cut down the
That's
calories.
what I gotta do. I gotta do.
Even though I lost a ton of weight after I stopped drinking. But like, I wasn't drinking like fancy cocktails at the time.
Right, just straight wine.
And not that I wouldn't enjoy that now because I do like a really good mocktail I enjoy. But like wine is the thing that like I miss.
What about champagne? Like
I
mimosas.
never really drank No.
Okay.
I had a bad experience with mimosas
see.
in Chicago.
I see word.
Wrecked my stomach because we did bottomless and it
Yeah.
was so much OJ.
That was always my favorite. Like I normally don't drink wine that much. It's
Yeah, but
one
we
of the.
would sit at a bar in Chicago for 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
For
for
brunch
sure.
and just be nonstop chugging these things. We'd walk out of there like it'd be, and then we go to another bar.
That's probably one of the times I blacked out. Was bottomless.
That was me
mimosas.
every weekend
Yeah,
in
that's-
Chicago.
Right.
And it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
honestly.
Yeah.
There was like so much bad stuff with my drinking, but there was so much fun with it too.
Especially in your 20s,
Yeah,
like you just
and
started
living in a big city,
in a big city. You have your place
a
to
big
yourself.
city where everyone drinks,
Right.
and like all they care about is like going to bars and like, going to Cubs games.
Yeah. We like lived in PB. That's like
Yeah.
I think drinking central. So,
That's so
definitely
fun.
had fun times. But no, happy you're sober, and I'm glad your life has improved over the years. And I'm wondering, what can I give up to improve my life? But I don't have
Well,
a
I
very
don't think you need
addictive
to give-
personality.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting is like whenever I don't like broadcast that I don't drink, I don't know, I feel weird about it. Even at a bar, like if someone asks what I'm drinking, I will try to like I don't know, it's not like I'm embarrassed by it. Like I said, I'm very proud. And grateful for it, to be honest, more than anything. But like, I'll just be like, I don't know. Like sometimes it's like every time I tell someone I don't
Yeah.
drink, their first response is like,
Oh,
"Oh,
why?
I should stop drinking too."
Oh, I was gonna say they'll ask why. It's like,
Oh,
don't ask why.
I feel like the
It's like, they're
the
gonna do
a
whatever they
holes
want.
ask why,
You
because they
know?
always do it in like, "Oh, what?" Like they do it in this like condescending way, which is just like you're not even being genuine about it. But the people that are like, "Oh yeah, that's great. I should also give it up." I'm like, no
You don't
one's
need to.
forcing you to give it
Right.
up. Like
Right.
people just instantly like go into compare mode, which like I'm sure I do with a million things. So no shade on any of these people, but
Right.
like yeah, it's just then gets uncomfortable because I'm like no one's saying like you have to
Yeah. Yeah.
do your thing, girlfriend.
Yeah. Everyone just gotta do their
Like
thing,
it's
and I do
fine.
think it is more and more common. Like I do meet more and more people that just don't drink at all. So I do think it's a cultural shift as well.
Yeah,
And I
I've heard.
think there's a
I heard Stagecoach, and this was just a post
oh
on
yeah, I saw
Instagram,
it too.
sells like
One day,
1 day worth of like
like
the
two
whole two
weeks.
weekends.
Yeah, I believe that 100%.
It said something like Stagecoach they sell more alcohol in 1 day than
2 weeks
both
combined.
weekends of Coachella combined.
100%. That because it's like a
That's a
totally
drinking fest.
different crew, you know?
Yeah.
Like so I was on weekend one, like the alcohol line wasn't like packed at all.
Yeah.
That's because they're on like other drugs.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? It's a different crowd, a different
Right.
crew.
Right.
Where I feel, when you go to a country that's like their main
Stagecoach is like drinking.
beer and drinking, that
Yeah.
is their
Which is
drug
also
of
hard because
choice.
I do love country music and I feel like I've pulled a little bit away from that. Because like when we would drink, we'd go to these country concerts.
Right.
Like
And it's just like
we loved
all
country
there.
music.
Yeah.
And I still do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke Combs came out with a great album.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to Noah Kahan's new album because everyone keeps saying it's like devastatingly sad. And I'm not there.
Yeah. And this is where like the
I
opposite
can get
is
sad
true.
on my
Like,
own, you know?
I remember, growing up in the 90s and 2000s, like I never got into country. It's always like so sad. It's like, someone made a post. It's like the reason why no one listened to country because it's always about like losing the girl, where like hip hop and rock was about getting the girl,
Yeah,
and it was
that's
just so
true.
emo. But then I feel it turned around like 2010. It was like more upbeat,
Well, yeah, because the
and you're
genre
like,
fully
hey,
changed, I
yeah.
feel.
And then I was like, oh, country
Like
music's
Luke
legit.
Bryan changed
It
it.
was fun,
Jason Aldean.
I like
Eric
that song.
Church.
I got friends in low places.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a
really
good
good one.
drinking song.
That's a great drinking song.
You're like, oh, look at my homies.
Yeah.
so, so
That's
definitely
also
more
when it
upbeat.
gets hard when everyone's drunk and then like I don't want to be drunk,
Right.
but I hate that I'm not on their level.
On that frequency.
On that frequency.
Right? Yeah.
That's probably the hardest thing that no one talks about and no one like really understands. It's a frequency thing.
Right.
It's like I don't want to be drunk with you guys, but I feel left out, you know?
Yeah, and I
Or
do
when
agree
everyone's
with
drinking
that.
espresso martinis and then they go on to their next martini and I'm like, I just feel a little left out.
Yeah.
Good decision, but I'm bummed because I want to join you guys and I can't.
Yeah, that is true. And, that is a frequency. And I feel a lot of social bonding,
For sure.
happens in that, like when everyone's on the same substance, it doesn't even have to just be alcohol. Like
Yeah.
when you're on that same thing, especially at a music festival, and you do like our brains, it's an interesting, like it syncs with the people that you're with, and you're in this like almost like a spiritual,
Maybe that's why I can never sink
Connection.
at Crossed because I am not
Right.
on anyone's level.
yeah,
And I'm
But
just like, we're in different
we're-
universes.
We're in different
It's
universes.
like I'm floating. It's like I opened the wrong door.
Right.
And I'm just in this world, and I'm like, I wasn't meant to be
Right.
here.
And I'm like the opposite. I was like, oh my God, like I love everyone here,
That's hilarious.
So
Stagecoach
yeah,
did look fun, but the second day got
apparently it shut down
Shut
because
down
of
'cause of the wind.
crazy wind, and we
Yeah.
were there. I mean, it was like a preview of I think what was to come, because the
and
windstorm
that is
blew away
dangerous. Like,
our.
because didn't you say it? Like John Summit, the speaker
Dude,
fell on someone's head.
Yeah, and I think they were critically injured.
Yeah,
So
that is not good.
hopefully, check up
Critically
on-
injured?
Yeah, that's what they said. I mean, imagine something that's that
Wow.
heavy and it's like
Yeah,
high up hitting your
yeah,
head like
no,
that.
that's
is
not
good. So
Wow.
hopefully she gets lifetime VIP tickets and probably
Okay, hopefully more
some
than
money.
VIP tickets.
Yeah, So hopefully she's fine.
And lifetime
prayers to-
artist pass maybe.
Yeah, maybe lifetime
you know?
artist pass will make
Update
up
her.
for this.
Yeah, like are you kidding me? That won't cost him anything.
Yeah,
compared to that
so
lawsuit.
So, like our canopy got blown off was a little sad, but
Yeah,
we
that's a
made it
bummer.
we made it work. So,
Yeah, it looked fun, but anyways, so yeah, cheers to 7 years of
yeah, cheers.
sobriety from alcohol.
Great.
Yay. Not the sly, okay. We were trying to time out how long to do this episode, and that's why Way looked at his watch creepily.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for
Right.
listening,
Thanks for listening, everyone.
and we'll see you guys soon.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.